It's post-race Mont-Sainte-Anne. There's an after party going on in the background, but I think I can speak loud enough that you should be able to hear what's going on. I love Mont-Sainte-Anne. I don't really know exactly why, and I can't put my finger on it, but the track here, the fans, and just the whole area, it's got a real good vibe about it, and there is always excellent racing and drama, and oh boy, there was drama this week. There were some insane stories going on. I'm going to tell you some of them. In the junior women's category, Phoebe Gale absolutely blew away the competition. Pun fully intended. She won by over 7 seconds and would have finished on the elite podium. Gracie Hemstree is still leading the series by 25 points. At the final round in Italy, Phoebe would have to win the race and Gracie get fourth to tie the series. This is a hypothetical situation, but in a tie, officials look at who has the most wins. They would both have about 4 wins, so they then have to look at who has the most second place finishes, of which Phoebe has 3 and Gracie has 1. The junior men's category saw Canadian ripper Jackson Goldston take the gold in Canada, showing that he can adapt to all conditions and he's a jack of all tracks in front of these Canadian fans in this golden age of downhill. Oh, and he would have been 3rd in elite men. Oh, and he won the overall. Good job, Jackson. Gold star, Canada. In the elite women's category, we already had a huge shake-up in the overall with Camille Balanche crashing in practice. We asked her what happened and she said she was trying a new line, it was really blind and she was just off by a few centimeters, caught the edge of a rock, slipped out, on the shoulder, collarbone, done. And she's still leading the overall, but she will need to race the final round in Val di Sole, which is in under 4 weeks' time. And I don't know about you guys, but bones tend to take longer to heal than that. But I have heard of people getting collarbones plated and being back on the bike in 3 weeks, so we may see her trying to maintain that series overall in Italy in 4 weeks. This presented an ideal opportunity for Miriam Nicole to take charge of the overall this season. And she was looking well on her way to doing that with the fastest splits on her race run. But then a surprise puncture in the open grassy section dashed those brief aspirations. She's still mathematically in contention for the overall, so we're just gonna have to see what happens at that final round. The racer who did take advantage of this situation was Valentina Hull. She stormed to a convincing 3-second win over Nina Hoffman, and now she's just over 100 points behind Camille in the overall. With 250 points up for grabs at that final round, it's hard to call who could take it, but Valley is well on her way to taking her 2nd overall title on the trot. In the elite men's category, there was quite a few head-turning results in the top 10. Dylan Levesque has been coming on strong this season with 3 top 15 results so far, but this Mont-Sainte-Anne result is his best yet this season with a 10th. Also, Sam Blenkinsop found some of his missing form, finishing up in 8th position. Ethan Craig backed up his 12th last week with a 7th this week. And finally, Loris Ravelli backed up his fast qualifying run with an oh so close to the podium 6th place. Rad to see so many new names at the front end of racing. Amaury Pierron, damn that man is exciting, leading the series by a country mile. Just had to finish in about top 24 this weekend, which for a man like him is an absolute walk in the park. But downhill is a variable and exciting sport that can throw curveballs when you least expect. Heads! Ooh. The rapidly drying and dusty turn after the Stevie Smith rock slab caught him out and sent him to the dirt. He jumped back up with the overall clearly still in his mind and he charged to the bottom to try and wrap it up, but he missed by 1 second. Will this mean that he'll take it easy at World Champs in Ligier to ensure that he's healthy going into the final round, or will he go for his first ever World Championship victory? We're gonna have to wait and see. The bigger story though, and the one that everyone here was excited about, was Finn Iles taking his first ever elite men's downhill World Cup win, which it's kind of hard to explain how big a deal this is. Ever since Finn moved up into elite 4 years ago, everyone's been expecting him to start winning races. And he's had so much pressure put on himself, and he's had some really promising results. He's had some good splits, but he's not quite got that first win. And he's had lots of mechanicals, lots of crashes, been inconsistent over the years. This year he's found consistency and been at the sharp end, showing amazing resilience over those years. Then there's the fact that it's his home race in Canada with all the fans here and everyone expecting and hoping for him to get that first win. Then there's the Stevie Smith legacy. So Stevie was like Canada's figurehead of downhill over the years, an absolute genuine and lovely guy. And you can just tell that Finn, as a tribute, wanted to win here. As like a tribute to Stevie Smith, win in Canada, the new figurehead of Canadian downhill. And with all these three things on his shoulders, all that pressure, qualifying first, to lay down that run, that was pretty impressive. And he lost his chain.
This crowd is absolutely amazing, and I like, look at this, it's spectacular, it's insane. Thank you guys, thank you. It's insane, and like, I'm just so happy to be back here racing in Canada, and to be able to win here is like, my first World Cup ever is like a fairy tale. I can't believe it. I felt like I really had the speed today, this whole week, and this track really suited me, so I just came in today and was like, just do what you do and do what you have been doing, and it seemed to pay off today. I broke my chain in the big rock garden, so I couldn't pedal, so I was coming to the last sections, not pedaling. I was like, no, like, just hold, like, and I looked up and I saw the screen and I was like, it was counting down, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna make it, and I pushed. And everyone in the crowd started celebrating, so I knew, and I didn't even have to look back. So pretty amazing.
Oh, what an amazing event here in Mont-Sainte-Anne. There's still cross country tomorrow. It's not even finished. But for us, we're packing up, we're getting ready, we're shipping out, we're heading home, and then we're going to see you. There may be videos on Pinkbike from Whistler Crankworks. I won't be there. I'm gonna go home and look after the kids and get ready for World Champs in Val di Sole. I'll be there doing some videos. We will see you there. See you there.